I'm Vanessa Westermann, the author of the Charlie Scott Mystery Series. Shudder Pup is the second book in the series, and the second time that artist turned amateur sleuth Charlie Scott is investigating a murder in cottage country. The weather has just started to turn cooler, the leaves are changing color, and a victim is found at the marina. Laura is a mercenary newcomer who many people had cause to perhaps want to see disappear. The section that I have chosen to read to you is cozy because they have just come back from discovering her body at the marina. It's wrapped in wreaths of fog, the weather is cool and damp, and Charlie's love interest, chocolatier Matt Thorne, has offered to make her and her sister Megan hot chocolate as they discuss the clues. Doesn't quite go as he's expecting. I am not making hot chocolate with that. Matt eyed the value-sized tin of Quick Mix on the kitchen counter. At his feet, the chocolate Labrador retriever Coco twitched her ears. It's all we've got. Charlie rummaged in the hanging cupboard above the sink and pulled down a 24-ounce glass mason jar. But Matt opened the fridge and checked the shelf on the door. A container of cream cheese, strawberry jam, green relish, aerosol cream. Not exactly fresh whipping cream, but better than nothing. He grabbed the spray can. Where's that bar of bittersweet chocolate I gave you just the other day? Charlie reached past him for the carton of 2% Kawartha dairy milk, arm brushing his. You're kidding, right? That's long gone. The cottage kitchen hit the sweet spot between being functional and preserving the past. Full of memories of meals cooked with love. But the pantry shelves, the fridge, could be better stocked. Although, who was he to judge? His own shelves were looking just as bare, and he hadn't hit the farmer's market in weeks. What about cocoa powder? He could work with that, at least. Only if you want to go to the grocery store. Charlie poured milk into the glass jar. Zap this in the microwave and shake it until it's frothy. I can't even. Matt shook his head, then muttered, You're supposed to heat milk in a saucepan on the stove. Next time. Resigned, he spooned powder into the jar and set the timer on the microwave. This never leaves the cottage. She smiled. It'll be our secret. I trust you. I'm not so sure about your sister Megan. She won't print it in the paper. But laptop keys clicking at high speed in the living room had become a familiar sound by now. He'd believe it when he saw it. Charlie leaned back against the counter, wearing that same far-off look as when she'd been planning her exhibit. Only this time, it was more brooding than daydreaming, and no wonder. They had 60 seconds before the microwave stopped humming. Going on impulse, needing the contact, he took her hand in his and tugged her closer. Not for that flash fire burn of desire, but just to touch, to run his hands up and down her back, hold her hand, and drive away the memory of a woman lying dead and alone in the fog. Charlie laid her head on his chest. Do you think Laura had any regrets? He breathed in the familiar honey and cassis scent that was all her and tried to imagine anyone going through life without one mistake. Something they wished they'd done differently. Death and regret go hand in hand, he said, unless you don't care what kind of memory you leave behind. Some didn't. They sacrificed that in a misguided attempt to get ahead. Charlie thought about that for a second. I think Laura cared a lot. That put a twist on things. Then again, Charlie saw more than others. If you're keen to escape to cottage country and read about a mystery that's to do with legendary lake monsters, that has cozy moments like that hot chocolate scene, and a lot of banter, a little bit of romance, I encourage you to pick up this book, and I hope that it keeps you company on the longer winter days.